All right, let's dive right into this explainer on thriving in the AI era. Listen, if you're a manager or an executive trying to figure out how to take all this widespread AI anxiety and actually flip it into serious professional growth, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to look at how the fundamental rules of corporate success are completely shifting under our feet, and more importantly, how you can position yourself and your team to come out on top during this massive transition.
We're kicking things off right here because this quote absolutely nails the core disruption of the AI era. I mean, for decades, the whole corporate bargain was built on presence, right? Time was your unit of value. Literally, just put it in your hours. But now, as AI compresses what used to take hours into mere minutes, measuring your team's success by the time they spend sitting at a desk is a guaranteed fast track to becoming obsolete. As a leader, your brand new North Star has got to be business impact.
And I have to mention, this entire explainer is pulled straight from this incredible career survival guide. It is packed with the actionable frameworks you need to buy and implement right now to lead your organization's transformation. Seriously, if you want to punch above your weight and completely future-proof your career, you absolutely need to read this book. We're just scratching the surface today, but this is going to give you the blueprint.
So, here is our game plan for today's briefing. We'll start with the
All right.
disruption, then move into the paradigm shift, open up the executive toolkit, and finally, lay out a concrete action plan. Let's get into it. Section 1. The disruption. The new rules of work.
So, that old corporate bargain we just talked about, it is completely shattered. And honestly, it requires a profound psychological shift from all of us. Sure, tracking hours feels fair and measurable, but here's the harsh truth. The market does not care what feels fair. It only pays for outcomes. Because think about it. If a team member's work is just described as a list of activities or hours, they just look like overhead. And overhead is exactly what AI-driven efficiency is designed to wipe out. You have to relentlessly reorient how you measure your team's value around the actual problems they make disappear.
And to solve those new problems, the way we learn has to totally change. It's no longer just a phase you complete during onboarding. It's the core infrastructure of your career. The book has this great story about Priya, a marketing director. She started blocking off 90 minutes every single Friday just to learn whatever skill her role was going to need in 3 months. She actually called it training her next quarter self. Well, when her company went through a restructuring, she was the only one fluent in the new automation tools they needed. Her protected learning blocks, that culture of continuous curiosity, literally saved her job.
Moving on to Section 2, the paradigm shift, the delegation mindset.
You've got to stop thinking of AI as a job stealer or just some glorified autocomplete. You are now a manager of intelligence. That means you need to start delegating the mechanical, routine work to it exactly like you would to a tireless, super eager, but occasionally hallucinating intern who needs really clear direction. Your biggest bottleneck isn't how much your own two hands can produce anymore. It's how much you can direct, judge, and elevate.
So, how do you actually manage this new AI intern? The book gives us a brilliant, clear template for leading team-wide AI adoption called the CRIT delegation method, C-R-I-T. Think about it. You wouldn't hand a massive project to a junior employee with a vague one-sentence command and expect perfection, right? No way. You give them the context, the exact request, step-by-step instructions, and the tone. Basically an example of what a good end result looks like. Using the CRIT framework ensures you're giving crystal clear instructions while keeping that crucial human judgment entirely in your hands. And honestly, stepping up to help your coworkers navigate this shift is a huge opportunity. There's another fantastic anecdote in the book about a project manager at a large insurance company. They rolled out these powerful new AI tools, and naturally, everyone was terrified and confused. But without even being asked, she just started building simple templates and running little lunch and learn sessions to help her colleagues out. When the inevitable corporate restructuring came around, she wasn't cut. Instead, they put her on the committee deciding the company's future workflows. She basically made herself visibly indispensable. All right, Section 3, the Executive Toolkit, Frameworks for AI Era Leverage. Okay, here is your personal checklist to figure out your unique human competitive advantage. It's called the irreplaceability audit. As AI continues to commoditize technical, routine tasks, these deeply human skills become your ultimate premium differentiator. Just take emotional intelligence, for example. It is literally the operating system of human cooperation. Sure, AI can fake empathy in an email, but it absolutely cannot sense the unspoken tension in a boardroom or motivate a frightened team. These are the human skills you have to fiercely cultivate in yourself and your team.
And to help manage this shift, we have the 4 zones of AI leverage. This is a killer framework to help you strategically bump your team's daily productivity up the value ladder. Zone 1 is manual routine work. You want to shed this as fast as possible. Zone 2 is doing that work with AI assistance. Zone 3 is designing the systems so the work basically runs itself. And Zone 4, that's the sweet spot. That is where you want to spend all that time you just reclaimed, focusing on high-level strategy, building relationships, and applying human judgment.
So let's pause for a quick AI readiness assessment. Just take a hard look at your daily tasks. Are you actively shedding those low-level Zone 1 automatable tasks? Are you doubling down on your irreplaceable human value? Ask yourself, if your current role disappeared tomorrow, would your network proactively reach out with new opportunities based purely on your judgment and emotional intelligence? The ultimate goal here is to constantly shift your center of gravity toward those hard-to-automate skills. Which brings us to our final section, Section 4, the action plan, transforming your team. This is a 90-day transition roadmap, perfectly tailored for teams and leaders. Days 1 to 30 are all about the foundation, auditing where your time goes and getting hands-on with frontier AI tools on real work to build up that delegation mindset. Then, days 31 to 60 shift into reinvesting mode, taking the hours you've reclaimed and pouring them straight back into that high-value Zone 4 human work. Finally, days 61 to 90 are about locking in a new rhythm of strategic output, gaining visibility, and driving genuine, measurable business outcomes. So for all you managers watching, here are 3 immediate action steps you can literally pilot this week. First, find one way to become visibly useful, maybe help a struggling colleague write a prompt or build a handy template for the team. Second, go rewrite your current project descriptions so they lead with the actual business outcomes, not just a laundry list of tasks. And third, be like Priya. Open your calendar right now and schedule a protected, non-negotiable 90-minute block purely for learning. That is exactly how you cultivate a team-wide culture of continuous curiosity. All right, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. The Great Reshuffle? It has already begun. So are you going to step up and lead this transformation for your team, or are you just going to let it flatten you? To truly master these frameworks, to run that full irreplaceability audit on yourself, and to completely future-proof your career, you've got to read the whole guide. Do yourself a favor. Go get a copy of Thriving in the AI Era today and start building your leverage. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep adapting, and I will see you next time.
The AI Era Career Blueprint. Thriving in the AI Era. Future-proof your mindset and career with purpose-driven success. Master AI skills and human-centered strategies for meaningful growth. The AI Era Career Blueprint. Thriving in the AI Era. Future-proof your mindset and career with purpose-driven success. Master AI skills and human-centered strategies for meaningful growth.